Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should not be a dental assistant. I hope you enjoy this video. Give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to comment. So I did a video a few months ago about reasons why you should be a dental assistant. Which I am happy about because I was able to inform you guys based on my knowledge and my experience what it's like to be a dental assistant and why I think it's a good idea to be a dental assistant. But in this video, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be reasons why you should not be a dental assistant. Okay, so reason number 1 is gonna be, if you don't like getting told what to do, this job is not for you. So I'm gonna put this on the number 1 because I asked a lot of my coworkers and a lot of dental assistants that I know. I went up to them and I told them, hey, I want to be a dental assistant. Give me one reason why you should not be a dental assistant. And to be completely honest, most people answered, being a dental assistant, you are somebody's, might as well be called assistant. And just knowing that this is how people felt, I wanted to put this on the number 1 because I knew it was on my list, but I didn't think it was a priority until a lot of people started mentioning to me that this is one of the main reasons why they wouldn't be a dental assistant. So as a dental assistant, the dental assistant name speaks for itself. You're basically the doctor's right hand. Whatever they need, you are one step ahead of them. You're always thinking for them and you're doing everything that they tell you to. So if they want you to get a burr and the burr is right behind you, sometimes you have to get up from your chair, or if you're standing, you have to go where they're at and give them the burr like in their hand. You basically have to give them everything in their hand. Don't get me wrong, there is some dentists that are not like that. They're very nice, they're very understanding, and they don't like cross that boundary of you. But then there's other dentists that will make you do things when, like, they'll make you grab things when it's literally right in front of them. Like, they will not open a sterilization pouch just because it's your job as an assistant and you should have had that open. I'm gonna go based off my experience. I've worked with several specialties, worked with several dentists, and I worked with really mean dentists that made me feel unappreciated. They made me feel like I was doing everything for them and they were not appreciating or caring about my feelings. Like, I would go out of their way. I would do FedEx runs. I even had gone to like DNVs for them. But they were just not appreciative no matter what I did. And I had to leave that office because it just was a lot overwhelming. Number 2 is gonna be, if you're not a people person, then definitely this job is not for you. A lot of the patients that come in are scared of us, so they are very anxious, and you know, they want to feel comfortable, and it's very important to have the patient feel comfortable when they are on the dental chair. Because think about it, have you ever been in the dental chair and have you ever felt anxious? It's kind of scary, don't get me wrong. So it's very important that you know how to communicate, that you know how to talk to a person, that you know how to set boundaries and limitations when you are talking to a person, because some people are very uncomfortable, they could come off as rude, and some people are very fun and, you know, outgoing. But it's very important that you know how to talk to a person, because a lot of the times if you work at an office where it is very fast-paced, you're going to be working with like 10 or 15 people a day, and you're going to be seeing different faces, and you have to give them good quality work. You have to make them feel like, hey, how are you? How's your day? You know, talk about things that will make them feel comfortable. And if they're getting a procedure done, remember that lidocaine involves epinephrine. So most of the times, not most of the time, sometimes some of the patients will have some panic attacks, and you have to learn how to calm them down or just walk out of the room, but keep an eye on them. You basically have to show, like, basically have to be a good people's person. If I go into a dental office and the dental assistant is like, hi, and she leaves me and like never comes and checks up on me, like, best believe that's gonna be the last time I go there, because I need like attention. I need you to make sure that my vitals are okay. I am that person that goes to the dentist. I have a full-on panic attack, but I am a dental assistant. So be a good, you know, be good with people, know how to communicate, because you see a lot of people every single day. You have to make people feel comfortable, and you're gonna have to be dealing with rude people, and you have to be respectful. Whenever someone rude comes along, that is when I kind of step back. I won't communicate with the patient as much, because I know that they're either having a rough day or they're going through something, and I don't want to make, like, I don't want to stress them out more than what they already are. But most of the times the patients are already really nice when they come into the dental office. Okay, number 3, guys. Oh my gosh, like, okay. Number 3 is the competition that there is insane. Like, I cannot understand why the dental field is so competitive. I will never understand why. I was told that many other fields are also competitive. Like, if you're a teacher, you know, if you work at a hospital, I've heard that it's very competitive in other fields, but the dental assisting field is very, very competitive. A lot of the girls feel like they are competing for a position. There's a lot of lack of trust in this dental and community. You can't go into an office thinking that you trust people. You can't go into an office like you can't go into an office with bad charisma, because someone out there that might be nice to you might go behind your back and stab you with a knife and twist it and take your heart out and put it in the microwave and watch it explode, and then you're fired. Like, that's how badly competitive this is. Let me tell you a story. There's too many stories to tell. I'm gonna stick to one of the stories that really blew my mind. So I worked at a dental office that was a PPO office. Everybody seemed cool. I got along with everybody. One of the girls was making me feel comfortable. She'd always check up on me. She'd ask if I needed help, that I could go ahead and ask her. And she was always like super nice to me. So I kind of felt like, okay, she's too nice. Like, I don't know, sometimes people could be too nice and you start questioning their own behavior. But this girl was super nice to the point where like I started questioning like whether it was genuine or not. Follow your intuition, your gut intuition. So this girl, we were set up for a crown delivery, and we were supposed to deliver this crown, but unfortunately the patient did not show up, and she ended up tossing the crown in the trash. I helped her clean the room, and then the patient decided that she was gonna end up showing up later on throughout the day, like in the afternoon, like 3-4 o'clock-ish. And when I went to set up the room, the crown was nowhere to be found, and I was so confused because I know that you're supposed to put the crown back where it belongs. Like, usually they come in a container, so I usually put it in the container and put it back into the box or whatever it came with in the bag. In this case, like, we couldn't find it. We looked everywhere for it, and she blamed me. She took the crown to the lab. I did not. I never entered the laboratory. So when we were looking for it like crazy, they started blaming me because I was a new girl. Afterwards, she finds it. Like, she found it. It magically appeared. And it was in the trash. Like, how was it in the trash if you're the one that put it away? I just felt like I was emotionally played with. Like, that was not right for her to do. She was obviously trying to get me fired, but it is what it is. I guess she saw me as a competition. I was the only RDA in that office, so the dentist was trusting me a little more with Cavitron and with impressions and with basically everything else because I was an RDA. I just will never understand. So be aware that it's very competitive. Okay, and number 4 is gonna be you deal with a lot of blood in the industry. Some people bleed more than others because they are on blood thinners. So if they're taking medication and if it thins their blood, most likely the procedure is gonna be very bloody. If you don't have like that type of interest in blood, or if you feel some type of way of blood, I suggest to not go into this field because the amount of, like, I don't want to say nasty, but the amount of things that you see that are not healthy. I'm trying to say this, I'm trying to word this in the most nicest way possible, but basically, like, the most healthiest form of gum, you're gonna be getting a lot of blood. So if they're doing a crown prep and if they're packing cord, blood. If they're doing a filling and if they have to put a wedge on, sometimes you get blood. For extraction, blood. Root canals. Root canals are not so much bloody, but sometimes we do get like blood. So if you don't have like the stomach to see that, I don't think this is for you. Number 5 is, it is a very stressful job. Very stressful job. You have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of duties. If you're not good under stress, then I think this job is not for you. A lot of things get put onto us. The doctor relies a lot on us. The front office relies on us. Managers rely on us. Everybody relies on us, basically. And in some offices, they don't see that it's a whole chain. So it's the dentist, and then I have a mark right here. You know, I did my eyeliner and I marked it on here. I didn't take it off. It's a whole chain. So this is the dentist, okay? This is the hygienist. This is the assistants. This is the front office, okay? We're gonna level it 4. I know there's other stuff like an EF and a manager, like I know, but manager is gonna be at the front office. Dental assistants, hygienists, and doctors. Everything's gonna flow nicely. So for the front office, they schedule the appointment. They write down why they're in for their appointments, okay? It gets traveled on to the assistants. The assistants set up for the procedure. They set up for the room. And then afterwards, they're done with this procedure, they have a cleaning. So here's the hygienist. They have their own column. They're kind of solos. And then we have the doctor that comes in with the assistant, okay? Everything's flowed evenly, okay? If you don't have this at the bottom, if you don't have the front office, dental assistants, dentists, hygienists can't do their jobs. If you don't have the dentist, all of this cannot do their jobs. If you don't have assistants, other people cannot do their jobs. So basically, we all need each other, and a lot of the times, like, they don't appreciate us. They're like, be quicker, or why didn't you set this up? It flows nicely. It's nobody's, like, it's not point fingers at whose duties it is. It's basically everything needs to flow nicely so everything can be a whole pyramid. If not, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be all scribble scrabble. But in cases, there's times where you work with a dentist and he has one front office, one assistant, and just himself. And he expects to make this. So he has you working so hard. You're the dental assistant, but you're still picking up phone calls. You're still scheduling patients. You're still taking payments. Like, you're doing everything a front office is supposed to do, because the front office girl, she's probably in the phone call, you know, talking to a representative, trying to see if the insurance, why the insurance claim is not going through. So in some cases, this will happen where there's only 3 and it's not going to flow smoothly, and it's going to be very stressful. So you have to be able to manage stress, like, very good. You have to know how to manage stressful environments, because sometimes when you're dealing with these stressful environments, the doctor might say, I don't know, deal with it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And it's all on you. You have to figure out what's gonna happen to, for the office could run smoothly. So those are only 5 reasons why you should not be a dental assistant. I think that these reasons are very important because they are what others also believe. They are what other people in this industry also believe are important as reasons why you should not be a dental assistant. I went and asked several of assistants that I know, and these are some of the answers that they got, and I completely agree with them. So let's go over them one more time. It's going to be number 1, if you don't like getting told what to do, this job is not for you. Number 2 is you have to be a people person, you know, communication and all of that. And number 3, the field is very competitive. Number 4, you deal with blood. And then number 5, it is a very stressful environment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a like, a subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you next time. Bye.